अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स। उम्मीद है कि आप इंशाल्लाह ठीक होंगे। जैसे कि कोरोना की वबा चल रही है और ये सिलसिला हर इंस्टीट्यूशन के अंदर है कि ऑनलाइन लेक्चर दिए जा रहे हैं, तो हमारे कॉलेज ने भी ये आपके लिए ये अरेंज किया है कि ऑनलाइन लेक्चर्स जो हैं आपको दिए जाएँ। मेरा नाम सैफ सादिक है। आई एम एम.फिल इन इंग्लिश लिटरेचर और मुझे बीएस मैथ, बीएस ज़ूलॉजी, बीबीए से कंसर्निंग जो सब्जेक्ट इंग्लिश कॉम्प्रीहेंशन, कंपोजिशन, फंक्शनल इंग्लिश का सब्जेक्ट जो है मुझे मिला है। तो आज आज जो है हम इस आपके सेमेस्टर 2 के कोर्स का जो फर्स्ट लेक्चर है वो स्टार्ट करते हैं। इंग्लिश कॉम्प्रीहेंशन, कंपोजिशन, फंक्शनल इंग्लिश, बीएस मैथ, बीएस ज़ूलॉजी, बीबीए, ये मर्ज सब्जेक्ट हैं। तो पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच जो है हम शुरू करते हैं। स्टूडेंट्स, किसी भी लैंग्वेज को जानने के लिए उसको स्पीक करने के लिए या लिखने के लिए जो अदर लैंग्वेज के जो लोग होते हैं उनको कुछ रूल्स या प्रिंसिपल चाहिए होते हैं ताकि वो उस लैंग्वेज को या जान सकें, अच्छी तरह समझ सकें और अपने रोज़मर्रा इस्तेमाल में उसको ला सकें। तो इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज की जब बात की जाती है तो सबसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है हमें बताई जाती है वो है पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच। मुख्तलिफ लैंग्वेज के लिए मुख्तलिफ रूल्स हैं, लेकिन इंग्लिश को समझने का जो सबसे बेस्ट वे है वो ये है कि पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच से शुरू किया जाए। तो पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच होते क्या हैं? वर्ड्स इन अ स्पीच सेंटेंस हैव बीन कैटेगराइज्ड इनटू 9 ग्रुप्स नेम्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर फंक्शंस। वर्ड्स जो किसी भी स्पीच के अंदर, सेंटेंस के अंदर है, उनको कैटेगराइज किया गया है 8 या 9 ग्रुप्स के अंदर, जिनको पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच कहा जाता है। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, कोई वर्ड है इंग्लिश में बोला जाता है तो वो सब्जेक्ट का काम दे रहा होता है। बाज़ टाइम वही जो वर्ड है वो वर्ब का काम दे रहा होता है, और बाज़ दफ़ा वही जो वर्ड है वो किसी और पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच का काम दे रहा होता है, एडजेक्टिव का काम भी दे रहा होता है। तो वर्ड्स के फंक्शन के लिहाज से वर्ड्स को पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया गया है, जिनको पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच बोला जाता है। यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है नेम्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर फंक्शंस। फंक्शन के लिहाज से उनको डिवाइड किया जाता है। अगर हम पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच की क्लासिफिकेशन करें, आप शुरू से माशाल्लाह पढ़ते आ रहे होंगे इंग्लिश ग्रामर्स, उनके अंदर बड़ी डिटेल से ये चीज़ें हैं, लेकिन हम थोड़ा सा एक इनका शॉर्ट सा व्यू लेंगे और जो मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट जो टॉपिक हैं, जो मैं समझता हूँ, जो मैंने आज के लेक्चर के लिए सिलेक्ट किए हैं, वो बेसिकली वो एडजेक्टिव और एडवर्ब है। दूसरे हम जनरली उनको गो थ्रू करेंगे, लेकिन हमारा जो मेन फोकस है वो एडजेक्टिव और एडवर्ब पे होगा। क्लासिफिकेशन, अगर हम पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच की क्लासिफिकेशन की तरफ जाएं तो नाउन, प्रोनाउन, वर्ब, एडजेक्टिव, एडवर्ब, प्रेपोजिशन, कंजंक्शन, इंटरजेक्शन, दीज आर 8 पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच। और कोई भी इंग्लिश की जो ग्रामर है, अगर आपने उस ग्रामर पे मुकम्मल जो है वो होल्ड करना है, मुकम्मल कंट्रोल करना है, तो ये जो पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच हैं इनको मुकम्मल अच्छी तरह समझना होगा और ग्रामर को हम अच्छी तरह जान सकें हैं। तो थोड़ा सा हम इसकी देख लेते हैं, नाउन के बारे में देख लेते हैं। नाउन क्लासिफिकेशन, एज यू हैव, आपको पता ही होगा नाउन की 2 टाइप्स, मोस्ट कॉमन नाउन, प्रॉपर नाउन। कॉमन, नेम ऑफ कॉमन प्लेस, पर्सन, थिंग्स। प्रॉपर नाउन, नेम ऑफ स्पेसिफिक पर्सन्स, प्लेसेस और थिंग्स आर नोन एज प्रॉपर नाउन्स। एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन, you know that abstract noun is concerned with some idea, with the thought, thinking. So abstract noun is concerned with the idea, concept. For example, bravery, wisdom, theft. It is also concerned with the certain emotion. For example, emotion of fear, happiness, emotion of guilt. These are also abstract nouns. Collective nouns. Collective nouns are concerned with a name given to collection of things. For example, furniture. Furniture are collection of things in which chair, table and bed and other things are included. So collective noun is a name given to a group of things. Geometry set, glass set, crowd, congregation of people, gathering of people is known as crowd. Crowd is a collective noun. In the similar way, army. Army is a collection of soldiers. Brigade, collective noun. Okay. Concrete noun. Concrete noun belongs to the concrete or material things. Chair, brick, wood, iron, gold. From these things different things are made. So the concrete noun belongs to the things from which the things are made. Other category of noun is countable and uncountable nouns. The things that can be counted and things that cannot be counted. The things that can be counted are known as countable noun. For example, chair is countable noun. Table is countable noun. Cat, for example, cat is countable noun. But on the other hand, if I say water is uncountable. Sand is uncountable. Star are uncountable. In the same way, soil is uncountable. Leaves are uncountable. So the countable nouns are the name of things that can be counted, and uncountable nouns belong to the things that cannot be counted. Other category of nouns is on the base of gender. Masculine, feminine. Masculine belongs to male sort of animals or persons. For example, lion is masculine, lioness is feminine, dog is masculine, bitch is feminine, horse is masculine, mare is feminine. So this is also another category of nouns. So I have written some classification of noun here, which are mostly can be seen in many grammatical books and also have importance of their own. Next part of speech is pronoun. Pronoun is a word. Pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun. For example, if I say Aslam is doing his homework, he is writing on his register. So in the first sentence I have used the word Aslam, and in the second sentence I have used the word he in place of Aslam. So he is personal pronoun. I have many books, but I like that book which is on the table. So that will be a pronoun. Pronoun also has many types: personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, intensive pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun. Personal pronoun are the pronouns which are concerned with animals or persons, the things that are living. I, we, they, you, and they also their forms: nominative, possessive, and objective. For example, I, my, me, he, his, him, she, her, you, they, their, them. These are all personal pronouns. Possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun are the pronouns that are used for possession. For example, my, our, your, theirs. These are possessive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns mean the pronouns in which verb is does not give it does not transfer its action to the object. The sentences in which verb does not transfer its action to the object. In that sentences, mostly reflexive pronouns can be found. For example, myself, himself, yourself, I do it myself. For example, I say, I do cut the tree. I cut the tree myself. मैं दरख्त काटता हूँ, खुद मैं दरख्त काटता हूँ. तो रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउन. Intensive pronoun. Intensive pronoun are the pronouns in which there is intensity in the action of some doing or some activity. He himself shut the door. This is example of intensive pronoun. I myself dug up the hole. So these are also related to the same words that are used in reflexive pronoun, but the difference is the usage, the place of usage. Intensive pronoun come immediately after the subject. Yourself, myself, themselves, etc. Other category of pronoun that are reciprocal. Reciprocal example are each other, one another. For example, I say, we respect each other. Many friends do not respect one another. So each other and one another are the words that are used as reciprocal pronouns. Other category of pronoun is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns are the pronouns that indicate some gesture, demonstration towards something. When we point towards something, this chair, that chair. So the words like this, that, these, those. This, that, these, those. For example, I say, pick up that book. So I am using demonstrative pronoun. This book is very useful. So this book, the word this represents demonstration. This is a good book. Interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are who, what, whose, whom. Whose pencil is this? What is that? Who is coming inside the house? Whom do you want to see? So these kind of words are known as interrogative pronouns. Relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are the pronouns that makes a relation of one sentence to another, or one word or clause or phrase within a sentence. So the words like whoever, whom, which, that, these are relative pronouns. So these are some of the important pronouns that we have discussed. Now we are going to have our focus towards the main concern pertaining to parts of speech that I considered important, that is adjective. So we come to adjective. What is adjective? I have written here that the words that describe, modify a noun. The first thing when you are considering, when you are thinking about some adjective, first you should think about a noun. Noun. Because adjectives are always with nouns. For example, I say chair. Chair is a noun. But when I use broken chair, black chair, comfortable chair, good chair, beautiful chair, red chair, so these are the different words that I have used for a single chair. So these all words are adjectives, but they belong to different category of adverbs. For example, if I say beautiful chair, so it belongs to descriptive adjective. If I say big chair, so I am using size of the chair. So it will belong to different category of adjectives that we will study later. So adjective, what are adjectives? The words that describe, modify a noun. नाउन को मॉडिफाई करें या नाउन के बारे में डिस्क्राइब करें, वो वर्ड्स जो होते हैं वो एडजेक्टिव होते हैं. एडजेक्टिव आंसर्स क्वेश्चंस लाइक व्हाट काइंड, व्हिच वन, हाउ मैनी, हाउ मच. What kind of it answers these questions. What adjectives describe? Next point is adjective क्या बताते हैं, किन चीज़ों के बारे में बताते हैं. Generally I have written here adjectives describe color. It may be different sort of color, blue, green, red, crimson, violet, etc. Second point is adjective describes opinion. ओपिनियन के बारे में, किसी शख्स की ओपिनियन के बारे में बताते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई से ब्यूटिफुल चेयर, इट इज़ माई ओपिनियन. इफ आई से bad boy, it is my opinion. So the adjectives tell us about opinion: good, pretty, right, wrong, funny, light. These are opinions. So when these opinions are used along with the nouns, they will be called adjectives. Size. Adjectives tell us about size of different things. Big chair, big room, small boy, small tree, long river, short shoes. So these tell about the size of things or places or etc. Adjectives describe about age of some person, old, young. Adjectives tell us about shape: round, triangle, square, oval. Adjective also tell us about the nationality or the origin of some person: Pakistani, Indian, American, Punjabi. These are all words that can be categorized into adjective. Material. Adjective also tell us about the material: glass, gold. Distance. Adjective tell us about distance: long, short. Adjective tell us about temperature: cold, warm, hot, dry, wet. It is wet today. आज मौसम मरतूब है. Cool air is blowing. Cool air. So cool is temperature and is adjective. It is being used along with air. Air is noun. Hot, tea. Tea is noun and hot is describing about the quality of the tea. So the hot will be adjective. Now we are going to discuss about the types of adjectives, kinds of adjectives. Qualitative, types of adjectives. Qualitative, quantitative, demonstrative, possessive, interrogative, distributive, compound, now we are going to discuss all these 7 type of adjectives. Qualitative. Qualitative adjectives are also known as descriptive adjectives. Descriptive. Examples are tall, short, sweet, bitter. Tall, short, sweet, bitter, young, square. Qualitative adjectives tell us about the quality or they describe about something. For example, tall boy, tall tree, short shoes, sweet dish, bitter cucumber, young boy. So these all words are describing something, so they are known as qualitative adjective. They tell us about the quality of something. The words like good, bad, beautiful, pretty also included in qualitative adjectives. Quantitative adjectives tell us about the quantity of something, how much. So the words like some, much, little, enough, no, any, several, many, a great bulk of, a lot of. These are quantity, adjectives of quantity. Demonstrative adjectives. As we have studied earlier, in the pronoun, that is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, those. If I say this is a good book, so I am using demonstrative pronoun. But if I say this book, I am using demonstrative pronoun along with a noun. It will become adjective, demonstrative adjective. That table, those fans, I am using demonstrative pronoun along with nouns. So it will become demonstrative adjective. The word like this, that, these, those. So it is upon the use of these words that they can be categorized into adjectives. Possessive. Possessive, as in the possessive pronoun, we have seen that my, our, their, these are the possessive pronouns. But if I say my pen, my pencil, his book, their house, it will become adjective. So the words like my, your, their, its, these can be the words when used along with a noun, they are categorized into adjectives, possessive adjectives. Interrogative adjectives. The examples of interrogative adjectives are who, what, whose, how, why, where. Why, where. Distributive adjectives, each, every, either, neither. Distributive adjectives are the adjectives that distribute that work as distributor between two or more things. For example, 5 students were present in the class. Each student was smiling. हर स्टूडेंट हंस रहा था. तो पहले तो मैंने बताया 5 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, फिर ईच हंस रहा था, तो यहाँ पे ईच स्टूडेंट आ जाएगा ना, तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव आ जाएगा. एवरी, either you or I should go outside the house. Either you or I. So the either is distributive adjective. Neither. Compound adjectives. Compound adjectives are, as the word indicates, it is the combination of two words. For example, light-hearted, duty-free. So these are the words that are used along with nouns. Light-hearted manner, light-hearted person, good-humored, good-humored lady. This is a word. So I am using the combination of these two words along with a noun that will do for adjectives. Cold-blooded, part-time. These are few of the examples that are concerning with compound adjectives. If we move towards the other point is next point is comparison of adjectives. There are 3 states of adjectives. Comparison of adjectives. Adjectives have 3 degrees. First is positive, second is comparative, and third one is superlative degree. So if we categorize adjectives in accordance with their degree of something. For example, how if we are judging the quality of some person, we can judge in 3 levels: positive, comparative, superlative. Comparison of adjectives. So there is positive degree, first one, positive, comparative, superlative degree. These are the degrees through which we compare the adjectives. Comparison with ER and EST. Mostly we when we are discussing about the degree of adjectives, we mostly use ER or EST at the end of the first positive degree and make them comparative or superlative degrees. Mostly in the words like, examples are clean, cleaner, cleanest, dirty, dirtier, dirtiest. Most of adjectives can be made into comparative and superlative like this. But there are some adjectives. To make them function like comparative or superlative, we use the words like more and most. Comparison with more, most. For example, mostly the words that have two syllables, the adjectives with two syllabic words. Along with two syllabic words, we use the words like more and most. For example, difficult. Difficult is a word that is a two syllabic word. In order to take into comparative form, we will use more along with it. The word will become more difficult, and superlative most difficult. In the same way, beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. There is an other comparison between the adjectives. Comparison. That is irregular. Irregular comparison. There are a very few words that do not follow this formula, and they have their own formulas. For example, the word like good, comparative degree is better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Little, little, less, least. Much more, most. Much, more, most. So there are also other few words that do not follow the same formula for comparison. So students, we have a very brief view of adjectives. I think that you have learned some knowledge about adjectives and basic information about parts of speech. So the part 1 of our lecture 2 pertaining to English comprehension and composition is completed now.